Hello guys, my name is Lungelo and today I will be showing you guys how I created my human brain model. So this is the frontal lobe, the blue one, the parietal lobe, the yellow one, the occipital lobe, the green one, the cerebellum, the black one, the spinal cord, the white one, the brainstem, the lighter green, the temporal lobe, the red one. So each and every part of the brain has a specific purpose, so they all play a very important role when it comes to the brain function as a whole. So to create my brain model, I used a lot of tissue paper. I did a paper mache, so I prefer using a tissue paper. Added warm water, a bit of warm water, and then added a wooden glue or a craft glue, just a little bit of it just for it to stick, and then you mush it, and then take a clean paper and draw the structure of your brain, just a rough sketch, the one that will guide you when you start creating your brain. And then this is the cerebrum, the brainstem, and the spinal cord. Once you have mushed your paper mache, then you start placing it where you start placing it in the section that you want it to go. So this is the frontal lobe, as you can see. Then you'll do it in every section and allow it to dry for a day. So your complete paper mache of the brain should look like this. Then you can start painting your frontal lobes and your parietal lobes into different colors, but I used clay. Then I slowly started molding my clay and placing it into different pots, and this was my complete brain. Then I started transferring it into a clean box where I did all my labeling. So I will first discuss the purpose of the frontal lobe, the function of the frontal lobe. So it is located at the front of your brain, which is this one, the blue one. It controls all the voluntary actions such as movement, expressive language, higher thought process, and behavior. So if you decide to pick up a pen, that's your frontal lobe. Then we come to the parietal lobe, which is vital for sensory perception and integration. It is located at the top of your brain, which is this one, the yellow one, responsible for sensory nerves. So it's the one you use for your touch, your taste, your hearing, your sight, your smell. Then we go to the occipital lobe, which is this one, the green one. It is for visual information. It receives stimuli from the thalamus and sends it to the occipital lobe. So it's the one that interprets image. It's the one responsible for you to be able to see. It's for your sight. Then we go to the cerebellum. This is the cerebellum. It looks like a leaf. It is located at the back of your brain. It helps with coordination and movement related motor skills. So it maintains balance. It's the one that makes you to be able to stand upright without falling. It is very important for your balance. Then the temporal lobe, which is this one, the red one. It is located behind your ears. It is responsible for processing auditory information and with the encoding of memory. Then finally, we come to the spinal cord, which is the white one. The brain and your spinal cord are your central nervous system, your body's central nervous system. The spinal cord is the pathway for messages sent by the brain to and from the body. So if you were walking barefooted in the street and you hear something pinch you and your leg jumps right up, that is your spinal cord. It sends a message to the brain that there's something that pinched you, so you quickly raise up or you quickly jump up so that you don't get hurt a lot. So what I found that was interesting, what I learned, is that when the cerebellum maintains balance, it is the CNS, the central nervous system, that must send sensory information to the brain, which is used to maintain balance through the vestibular system, which is inside your ear. And then I also learned that the hippocampus, which is responsible for long-term memory, like you can start memorizing things from the early age of 3 years old. So that is what is responsible for long-term memory, which is located inside the temporal lobe, the hippocampus. Then I also learned that the brain stops developing around the age of 25, so it does stop growing. Then the two things that I still have about the brain is how it stores information. It confuses me a little bit. Where does the information sit? I don't know if it has to do with the hippocampus, but I have difficulties understanding how it stores information for this long. And I also don't understand how about 75% of the brain is made out of water. Where is the water? Where is the water located? I don't know, but I'll have to find out. So to train my brain, I did an experiment. I started sleeping at 10 o'clock in the evening and woke up around 5 a.m. every day for 21 days. And I realized that on the 22nd day, I woke up around the same time without setting an alarm. So for the rest of the 21 days, I was using an alarm to wake up at 5 a.m. And on the 22nd and the 23rd, I woke up around 10 past 5 or quarter to 5. So my brain was already used to sleeping at 10 a.m., at 10 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. So if you want to try this, make sure that you are consistent with your sleeping patterns and you sleep at the very same time every day. Thank you for watching my video. Hope to see you soon.